On of Taxes and Tacos, I am Paul.
And I'm Sue.
And we are joined with Kayla and Jennifer. Hey guys, ladies.
Hi. Hey.
I guess guys is like, it works, but it feels weird when it's only ladies.
Yeah.
I'll do better next time. I'll say
do
hey,
better,
ladies.
Paul.
We're not even 30 seconds in and I've messed this
I was like,
up.
can we start over? I don't know.
Sue, let's talk. Let's just get right into this. Hey, we hope you're having a great day wherever you're at.
Happy Tuesday.
Happy Tuesday. And we're going to give you a brief overview of what Taxes and Tacos is all about. We have our glass container, case, stand, pedestal
Yes.
of Taco Bell. You just really adjusted your posture.
I
like
did.
it.
Well, I mean, if you pronounce pedestal, you have to, you got to stand up a little straighter. Like, wow.
All right,
the bar was just raised.
What is this?
This is basically taxes on a taco platter every every Tuesday for you guys. So basically everything
Serving
that you
it
need
up.
to know, oh my gosh, everything you need to know about taxes, leaving out everything that you don't need to know about taxes, just kind of giving you guys updates, deadlines, news, that sort of thing, anything you need to know, trying to make it a lot more like relatable, you know. And so another thing that you guys can do is just drop us comments if you have any questions about taxes or filing or deductions, anything like that. Be sure to ask us in the comments and we'll try to get to your questions live. Wow.
Yeah, that's awesome. Kayla, why don't you tell us about the 1040 bot? This thing is super cool and there's a little incentive to subscribe to it.
Oh, yeah, that's a good build up. So the 1040 bot, basically if you type 1040 bot into the comments section of our Facebook live stream, so if you're watching on YouTube, hop over on Facebook, you will be subscribing into updates about when we go live and promo codes that are available just for the subscribers and some updates on deadlines and whatnot. And also, drum roll, you'll be entered to win free lunch. So,
Free lunch?
Wow.
Free lunch.
Free lunch?
Free lunch.
You can even get tacos with it.
Yeah.
Live your best life.
If you're picked, we're going to send you whatever is in. No,
Whatever's in it. Ew.
So, yeah, starting next week, we're going to draw a name each episode, and we're going to get you some lunch in the coming days after that. So,
yeah, best part is, too, once you subscribe one time, you're in it for the rest of the tax season.
Yeah.
So the earlier you subscribe, the better your chances are of winning free lunch.
I like
Just
that a lot.
my thought. But
yeah.
That's pretty good.
Yeah. All you got to do is type
legit.
1040 bot in the comments of this video.
That's the easiest
That's
free
it.
lunch you'll ever get.
All right. Well, we hope you have a great week. No, I'm just kidding. Hey, let's hop right into this. We'll keep trucking along. We're going to head over to Just the Tax. So, there's this big thing in the news right now, Sue. I don't know if you've heard of it. It's called a government shutdown.
It's very subtle.
There's a lot of people wanting to know with tax season upon us now. Hey, what does the government shutdown mean for my taxes this year? More important than that, what does it mean for my potential refund?
Yes.
And you've got a good answer for us, and I can't wait to hear it.
Wow.
I'm on the edge of my seat.
Bolstered me
Yeah.
up so much. I'm so happy. No, okay, so the first thing that you need to know is that your refund amount is safe. Even if the government shutdown stays for however long, you will still get your refund with the IRS. They're not going to lessen it because of the government shutdown. It might get delayed a little bit because the IRS is having to work around the shutdown itself. So, but it'll only be delayed. So if you're owed a refund, you will get it. It will be the same amount. They're not going to dock you anything for that. So that's good. So individual taxpayers are not going to see a huge fallout from the government shutdown on their taxes, which is great news. And the IRS is hoping to process returns the same as they've done forever. So now if you're doing your taxes online with 1040.com, the process will be pretty much exactly the same as any other year. So no worries about that.
And we have a blog about it.
Yes. If you want to figure out a little bit more about the government shutdown and how that's going to affect your taxes, so how it'll affect your refund, how they'll be processing your return. We have an awesome blog about that by our incredible blogger who just knocks it out of the water.
Anyway, let's move right into the next.
Me.
Hey, do us a favor. Share that blog with your friends and your family. Let them know that here's the answer for taxes with the government shutdown. And that should take care of it. Hey, that's really cool. But you know what else is really cool?
What else is really cool?
1040.com is open for business.
Yes.
Yeah, so hey, the IRS is not accepting returns until January 28th, but that doesn't mean that you can't get ahead of the system and go ahead and get your return in line. And on the 28th, when the IRS starts accepting, we just hit go and you're in line.
Sends it off.
Yeah.
Yes. The
Anything
IRS.
else? Yeah.
The IRS operates on a first come first served basis. So if you get your taxes done before they're even open, that's about as first come as you can get.
Yeah.
So.
Hey, you know what that reminds me of? I love Disney World. Right. And there's these things called fast passes.
Oh, yes.
And when you can get a fast pass, right? You know what I'm talking about, and you're in line. Well, you get to skip people in line essentially and cut the line and first come, first serve on the fast passes.
Wow.
For all you Mickey Mouse lovers out there you go.
It's a subtle dig at me because I've never been, and he's upset about that. So
Anyway,
let's
keep moving along from the filter. So, if you are new with 1040.com, there is one big thing you need to know about us. We have a huge heart for clean water, and we partner with an amazing organization called Healing Waters International. And every time that you file with 1040.com, we donate $2 to Healing Waters. Whether your return was a paid return or whether it was a free return, we still donate. And all of that money that we donate goes to Healing Waters International for to impact the global water crisis. And Sue and I have both been fortunate to travel to Guatemala. You've been to Guatemala. We both were in Haiti, and I've been to the Dominican Republic to see what Healing Waters is up to. Check out their site, healingwaters.org, to read more about them. But we want to cover one huge thing. There is a lady on the Healing Waters staff named Jessie. Jessie has a husband named Bryce, and Bryce is a runner.
Kudos.
Do you like all that? Yeah, that's all we want to cover.
That was a domino effect.
So Bryce knew that he needed to do something. Had this what is it? What like a
passion?
Yeah, he had like a passion. He had a passion for water and has the gift of running. And so Bryce took 2018 and ran 50 marathons in 50 states in a year. Raised over $70,000 all for clean water. And congratulations, Bryce. Finished up at the end of the year. I don't know. We love you. We can't wait to see what happens in 2019.
Very inspiring.
Oh, my gosh.
It's really cool to see that combination of, running doesn't, aside from the fact that you're fueled by water, there's not necessarily a huge tie in there, but there's something that he loved and he made it work for him so that he could give back in this awesome way. So for us, for taxes and water, it's like, okay, well, we don't want to get dehydrated behind our desks during tax season.
That's a stretch.
It's, it is a stretch, but
no, what Sue's getting at here, and you're going to hear us talk a lot about this, is take something you're passionate about and use that to make a difference. We've got some really exciting things coming up in this tax season, especially once March gets here, that we're really excited about. Keep your eyes open. Yeah. All right, Bryce, congratulations. Please take a year off and just slow it down a little bit.
Just sleep and eat pizza.
Yeah, just sleep and eat pizza.
Like the rest of us.
All right, let's cruise on into Tails and Fails. This part of the show, we want to talk about all things taxes that make us giggle a little bit.
Yes.
And
There's a long list.
Yeah,
taxes
a really long
are hilarious.
List. Do we have a situation for you this week? Hit us with the situation.
Segue. Mike, yes. Mike, the situation from Jersey Shore is actually, yep, there's the sound effects.
The Jersey Shore like club music.
Is that what that is?
Yep. It's not someone knocking, trying to get in.
I feel informed now. Yes. So Mike, the situation, was jailed for tax evasion over the weekend. So I think he got 8 months.
I believe that's
8
what we
months
decided
for
on.
tax
Not
evasion.
like that we did the sentence.
No, we didn't.
That's what we decided on.
Paul and I talked. We figured 8 months
was enough.
That's fine. He won't get to watch the Super Bowl. That's enough.
What's the moral of the story, kids?
Hey, don't evade your taxes.
File your taxes, yeah.
Yes, file your taxes.
Hey,
That's a better way to put
know,
that.
like, we file our taxes, right? Of course. Well, verdict's out. No, you do. I'm kidding. It's a joke.
I file with 1040.com every year.
So We understand it is painful at times, but file those taxes. You don't want to have the same situation that the situation has. And I'm going to keep going with it.
And if you are a Mike the Situation fan, he was very positive, even going into this, saying, listen, I'm going to be back and better than ever at the end of the 8 months. So you can still follow him on Twitter and YouTube. And I think on his Twitter, he put an address where his fans can send him fan letters and stuff. So if you're a big fan, don't lose heart. He isn't, and he's taking the brunt of it.
So speaking of missing a deadline, we're going to move on into the next segment of our show with upcoming deadlines.
I feel like you have to go like this.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Deadlines.
Dun, dun, dun.
There's none. There's none right now.
Hey, there's one big deadline. We've kind of covered
it.
It's an upcoming date. This won't just be deadlines. Dates and deadlines.
Mm-hmm.
We should have like a date, like that you eat with
Oh
like
my
crossing a finish line or
gosh.
something. Okay.
No.
Hey, the one big date that we have coming up is January 28th, when the IRS will officially start accepting returns. Mm-hmm. And as we mentioned before, go ahead and hop in line with 1040.com.
Finish before then, you'll definitely, the faster you file, the sooner you file, the sooner you'll get your refund. Don't just like rush through your tax return. That's not a great idea. But another place that you can go if you want to keep up to date with all of the upcoming dates and deadlines, not the fruit, the calendar thing, is on our tax guide. If you scroll down to the very bottom of the tax guide, we have
1040.com tax guide.
Yes. We have IRS important dates. So that's got a whole list of different dates. So if you want to keep those on your radar, we'll keep you updated with that, especially if you subscribe using the 1040 bot to Taxes and Tacos, which we hope that you all do, because how much fun have you been having? So much.
And if you just heard Sue say 1040 Taco Bot and you're like, what the heck is that thing?
Oh, I don't know.
Just comment in our video here in the comments, 1040 Bot, and you're going to get updates like we just said, and you're going to get a chance to win some free lunch. So,
good stuff.
1040 Bot in the comments of this video on Facebook. Hey, let's head over to Kayla and Jennifer and
do some question and answer.
Hey, you know what I just realized? Did we introduce you in the beginning?
We did.
Yeah.
We did. Okay, good. Because in the run through
I saw the panic in your eyes.
Yeah, I was like, wow, we're just going to cut to these people that anyway. Sorry, week one, it's week one. Hey, Kayla and Jennifer have some questions for Sue, and I'll be the peanut gallery over here to chime in whenever. What you got?
Wow. All right. So on a previous post we had, Paula asked a question, and she said, what about people who get a 1099? Is there any deductions?
Sweet. Well, hi, Paula. Thanks for leaving us a question. So Form
Hi,
1099. Paula. Wow, y'all names are they're so close. He's Paul and you're Paula. Wow. Anyway, so a Form 1099, there are a lot of different Forms 1099. So depending on which one you got, you'll do something a little bit different. But if you got a 1099 miscellaneous form, that is for freelancers and self-employed persons, independent contractors. And that basically lists some tax information about your income over the course of the year. So if you got a 1099 miscellaneous, yes, there are a lot of different deductions that you can take. And if you want to know more about them, head back to 1040.com's tax guide. And if you scroll down to the taxes for the self-employed, there is a whole bunch of different deductions that you can look into and look over. One thing to notice about this, though, is that when you file with 1040.com, you don't have to read through our tax guide and know all the deductions ahead of time. So you make sure you check all the boxes. We do that in the background. So what you do, especially if you're a freelancer, you just go through a simple question and answer process where the system will ask you questions about your income, how you made it, how much you made, that sort of thing. And then in the background, we'll be attaching all of the tax breaks, credits, deductions that apply to you. So you don't really have to go into it knowing everything and making sure you're scrambling for all that info. But we for anybody who's filing with 1040.com, it's if you want to feel that confidence and be okay, I have a better understanding of what's going on. That's why we provide our tax guide. So don't feel like you have to memorize the tax guide and print it out and have this giant thing before you go to file your taxes. No, it's just to kind of let you know, get a bigger picture of what's going on. So
yeah, I'll only add a little bit to that. what she said. Kayla, what you got for us coming up after that?
All right. So another question left on another post we had on our Facebook page. So the penalty for not having insurance on myself is still in effect?
Yes. Okay, so this is about the Affordable Care Act, also known as Obamacare. Thank you, Paul.
You're welcome.
Peanut Gallery is very helpful. So most everybody is familiar with the fact that the tax reform, the Tax Cuts and Jobs Act of 2017, did actually get rid of the penalty for not having minimum essential coverage for your health care. But what people might not realize is that that starts in 2019. So when you're filing your tax return for 2018, that penalty still applies. If you want to know more about the Affordable Care Act and whether or not that penalty might apply to you, head on back to that good old tax guide. It's super helpful. And in the very bottom, there is a section for the Affordable Care Act. And this infographic is super, super helpful. Our designers, just super kudos.
You stole my thunder there. Like, my one line in this whole bit is to say
Paul
thank
would
you,
like
Joel.
to say, yes, go ahead.
Oh, my gosh. And I almost said in the run through, don't steal my thank you to Joel. I'm like, no, she wouldn't do that. She wouldn't steal my thank you moment.
You know what? I'm also thankful.
Oh, my goodness.
And all of these wonderful people are also going to be thankful.
Joel,
so tell
Joel, if you're watching,
thankful.
if you're watching, Joel, just know that she stole that line from me.
You know.
We both love
It's
you.
fine.
We have an awesome team that we work with.
Everyone comment
Yeah.
thank you, Joel, in the comments.
Yeah, thanks, Joel.
He will be so excited.
And now we're back to the infographic.
So, but if you go to
Man.
this incredible infographic, you can see the penalty amounts and also see if that penalty applies to you. And even if you didn't have minimum essential coverage for the required time, you might qualify for an exemption. A lot of those have to do with like natural disasters, even man-made disasters. We had a lot of hurricanes and fires and stuff back in 2018. So if you were affected by those, go ahead and see if you might qualify for an exemption if you did not have that minimum essential coverage, and you'll be good to go. So
Thanks, Sue.
you're welcome, Paul.
The Joel has responded and said Sue was in fact a thunder stealer. So
There we go.
Joel.
All right.
justice
settle
is
this.
served.
I'm
We'll
so
settle this when we get
heartbroken.
back. Thanks, Joel.
That's fine. It's fine. I still
Yeah.
think it is a great infographic, even though you're rude to me.
She's just trying to make up for it now. Here we go. Hey, thanks for your input.
Your input.
Your input today. Kayla, Jennifer, thank you. Any more questions?
Thank you, Paul.
That's all the questions.
Has
Just
Joel
a
said anything
reminder,
else?
free
Yeah.
lunch next week. Joel has
Yes.
been silent.
All right. Joel's been silent.
Oh.
Yeah, free lunch, 1040 bot comment in the Facebook comments, 1040 bot. You'll subscribe, opt in. That's going to be really cool for you. And if you're on YouTube, head over to Facebook and follow those steps. Share this episode with your friends and your family. Share the Government Shutdown blog article with your friends and your family. And
Share the tax guide.
Yeah, share the
So
tax
helpful.
guide.
Share that infographic. See, I plugged it.
Yeah, there we go. Hey, every Tuesday, 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, we'll be live, hoping to share some wonderful information with you guys, and we'll keep seeing you throughout the season. See you next week. Let's eat some tacos.
There goes a sight, there goes a sight. Now there goes a sight from my soul. There goes a sight from my soul. There goes a sight, there goes a sight.